Hello everyone, welcome to ShailajaIAS and welcome to the PYQ Decoder course. I am Subhash. Today we are taking up one of the last subject. Okay, we have covered polity, economy, geography, history, environment, okay, all the important crucial subject, but one another important subject where around again 12 to 15 questions are coming every year, and it is very easy answerable, linked with your dynamic section with your current affairs, is science and technologies. Okay, in your syllabus there is only one line given, that to two words, general science as a syllabus, okay, in the UPSC Prelims. However, that is not it. If you have to know how questions has been asked, how you can maximize getting, okay, more marks in this subject, you need to go through at least last 5-6 years ka PYQs. That we will be doing it here in very, okay, 3 or 4 classes, short classes, including these 4 classes. I'll try to cover it for you guys and make sure you'll be able to focus your revision in the next 1 week, 10 days, and you'll be able to crack this as well, because it is very important. The cutoff is increasing. The GS cutoff, if you see, for forest service is 105, okay, and for prelims civil service it is around 88-90. So it becomes very crucial that you have a jack of all approach, that is, you have knowledge of all subject and you should be able to get right average number of questions in all the subject. Yes, the core subjects will cover around 60 plus questions, but the other subject like IR, environment, science and technology will hold 30 question and will be key for you to clear, okay, cut off in a safe margin. And if you are a forest service aspirant, you need to get more marks in environment and science and tech also. For that, you need to have idea with respect to where questions are coming first of all, and what is the pattern, the logic based statements, how UPSC examiner is setting the questions. That we will decode, that we will see. Now we will see the through previous year question paper, how we will decode the syllabus, how logically we'll approach this subject. Very quickly we'll go through. Chalo, we'll begin, my friends. So, decoding the syllabus, the PYQ trends, understanding where exactly the questions are coming from, and how to use logic based approach to get the answers, even with the questions which you have little knowledge or not knowing all the statements also, you should be able to answer. That we will discuss in this class. Now, through official syllabus, we'll try to decode how prelims questions are set, okay, how syllabus helps in navigating. If you see only prelim syllabus, the official notification says only general science and general issues of environment, ecology, biotechnology, biodiversity and climate change that do not require subject specialization. However, if you see, you need conceptual clarity and you need to cross-link and study applications also of each new technology with respect to science mainly. So this very vague syllabus line which he has given, this ambiguity is not sufficient. That makes analyzing PYQs absolutely important to see which area questions are coming from, how questions have been set. And you need to link completely, not only prelims, you need to study it as a package with mains as well as prelims. So in GS3 of the main syllabus gives you, okay, much more clear picture with respect to where questions can come from in science and technology. Science and technology developments, their applications and effects in everyday life, okay, in our industries, in our agriculture, in the global greenhouse gas emission, in India's development life story. All these are linked, and the questions that you see coming from last 4 or 5 years are linked to mains topic. You are not getting pure physics, chemistry, biology questions which you are getting before 2020, simply because he has switched to application based questions, and you have to study, okay, with overarching prelims and main syllabus. Then achievements of Indians in science and technology. indigenization of any new technologies, including defense, nano, space, nuclear, all these questions are coming from here. In the fields of IT, space, artificial intelligence, robotics, computer, nanotechnology, biotechnology, health science, life science, all these are coming from the mains topic as well. This, it means nothing now, because very few questions have been asked. If 15 questions have been asked, 1 or 2 might be from very basic concepts of general science of physics, chemistry, biology that you would have studied anyway, and most of the questions are coming from this mains theme topics, also current affairs, application based, conceptual, linked with cross boundary, cross themes of the questions. You can see, we decode through UPSC PYQs in the next 3 coming classes. So, which are the important thematic cluster which I have observed in the decoding of last 6 years ka paper? One of the important is information technology, AI, and emerging new technologies. Focuses on decentralized systems, AI capabilities, key topics like Web 3.0, quantum computing, qubits, okay, Majorana 1, okay, quantum chips, metaverse, AI summit, CBDCs, software architectures, robotics, all these are asked in one theme: IT, AI, and emerging technologies, where every year 1-2 questions show up in this important theme. More than 2 also can show up. Then biotechnology and health sciences, every year 3 questions, here 3 questions, here 3 questions. Out of 12 to 15 questions that comes in every year, 70% margin is where? Here. 70% stake is here. 9 questions out of 12 questions will come here. So make sure these themes, you never leave it and go in the examination. You focus on the current affairs also while studying these themes, and make sure you have conceptual clarity, okay, the base built and the application of the theme and of the important technologies and important concepts also. Biotechnology, genetics, immunology, okay, with respect to antibiotics, vaccines, okay, DNA barcoding, CRISPR technology, stem cell therapy, okay, uses of viral and bacterial, okay, in cancer treatment, all these are, okay, very important, asked in UPSC time and again. 3-4 questions show up in this theme also. Next, space, defense, okay, new energy, sustainable energy, all these are again an important theme, okay, applied questions, okay, key topics like Gagan, RTGs, fractional orbital bombardment, okay, if any new military technologies have showed up due to Iran war, okay, due to Ukraine-Russia war, and if India has tested anything with respect to UAVs, drones, okay, drone warfare is in very much news, sustainable aviation, okay, new fuel, EV batteries, all these questions are important in these themes. These are all the micro topics in these 3, okay, themes. So IT, AI, and emerging technologies, biotechnology and health, okay, health science, health technologies, space, defense, okay, nuclear, nanotechnology, and energy related to new technologies, new concepts are important. If you cover this, okay, 3 major themes and micro topics in these themes, your science and technology major questions you will be able to clear. I guarantee you, if there are 12 to 15 questions asked, more than 10 you will be able to answer just by having conceptual clarity of this subject, and you will be able to apply it for the other questions also. Clear? So what is the 10-year trend analysis? It was 5 questions in 2015, then it raised to around 10, 12. From 2021, if you see, on an average, you are getting 15 questions from science and technology, and majority of the questions are application based, which we discussed the 3 important themes, right? In the previous slide, majority out of 15, at least 10 plus questions, up to 12 questions are the application based question. 1 or 2 questions can be, okay, from general science. Otherwise, most of the questions are application based question, current affairs based question. So any current affairs which you are studying, make sure you align yourself to these three things and ensure you will get the maximum out of reading, okay, science and technology, and you will be able to answer maximum questions right. That is important. Clear? More than general science, you see, shift towards a very dynamic, applied, emerging technologies and current scientific affairs questions. How do you focus on current science? You have to read all 500, 600 pages? No, just focus on those three themes and make very short notes, revise those short notes in next 1 week, 8 days. It can be a make or break also in your prelims. So make sure you have clarity and you revise to the point. Clear, my friends? So, if we make a mapping, okay, another decrypted micro topic mapping, IT and computers questions, where it has come from in the last 5-6 years, blockchain, quantum qubits, Web 3.0, AI capabilities, software as a service, okay, architecture, new, this one, okay, Anthropic is in use, okay, question might come in those areas. So you can be able to link it forward. And with respect to main syllabus, if is linking, data privacy is linking, cyber security, AI governance, any laws, any conventions with respect to AI governance, digital public infrastructure also, okay, are cross-boundary, cross-theme questions linked in science and technology. Next, biotechnology, barcoding, stem cell, vaccines, new mRNA vector vaccines, new methods, Hulbachia method, right? You need to know important new methods, biorock technology, all this linked with ethics of gene editing, okay, pandemic preparedness, GM crop regulations, okay, regulatory bodies. With respect to environment, biotechnological science questions are linked. Space technology, microgravity research like Gagan, Leo systems, okay, Indian systems as well as other, okay, international space agencies, their missions, and militarization of space, any, okay, regulations, any laws with respect to space, ISRO's commercialization, deep space missions, okay, ISRO's wings with respect to commercialization, all these are important. Next, with respect to energy and robotics, hydrogen fuel cells, EV batteries, drone, okay, all these are important, and energy transition pathways, the acts, the regulations, automation, job displacements, okay, these are all analytical based questions linked with main syllabus but asked in prelims as a application based question. I hope this has been helpful to know which are the broader syllabus terms and how prelims focus and the link based questions with respect to mains themes, mains topics, application questions are also asked. If you see, I have already told biotechnology and health 35% of the questions, IT and emerging technology 25, space, defense and energy will carry another 35 to 40%. If you see, 90% of the questions out of 15, 13, 14 questions will just come from 5 themes: biotechnology and health, IT and emerging technology, IT, AI, emerging technology, space, defense and energy. So this 5 themes, okay, will carry 90%, which I have seen, observed in 90% of the last 6 years papers. So it's important you focus first biotechnology and health, where 4-5 questions will show up out of 15. IT and emergency, 3-4 questions. Space, defense, nuclear, nano, okay, energy will cover another 4-5 questions out of 15 questions. These are the theme-wise breakup. So make sure you focus based on the weightage, based on the probability, based on the mathematical model, which we have seen based on last 6 years ka question paper. So how to approach? Okay, does all the pair is always correct? No, sir. Open your mind. Okay, keep your mind open. First, go with the knowledge. See whether those applications are feasible. Okay, is it possible with the today's technology? Is it positive in connotation? Is there any trap kept? So keep your eyes, okay, brain open. Absolute knowledge over just tricks. Focus on building the deep foundational core concepts rather than going with a surface level tricks, techniques that all are correct. Okay, that will not work. Go with conceptual clarity. Then deconstruct extreme words. Like all drones can do vertical landing. Okay, only drones that have VTOLs. vertical takeoff and landing are example I'm giving can do vertical landing. Not all drones. They are not universally correct unless some of the not all are universally correct. Treat them as highly suspicious. Trigger unless you know that all the three statements have a positive connotation and possibility is there. Concept application to theory. As I told you already, any theoretical concept you need to apply, sir. Software as a service you might have studied. So which are the different applications? Digital public infrastructure you might know. Which are the DPIs we use in our own government applications that you have to know. What is open source? What is closed source? Open source platform, give examples, applications that you have to know. Again, cross-disciplinary linkage. You have to link science with environment, science with economy, science with society, all the science with regulation. All these questions are linked with agriculture. Study interdisciplinary, study theoretical concepts per application as your upon the foundation of conceptual clarity, application application as your building, conceptual linking as your building blocks. So make sure you have a 360-degree revision of the 4 to 5 important themes division which we saw. I'll be discussing in the next 3 classes these important themes. I'll break down and we will do it through PYQs. We'll construct, we'll deconstruct and we'll construct properly through PYQs. Revise well, keep revising other subject. Then I'll see you in the next class with respect to 3 important themes. Until then, keep revising, keep the motivation high, be disciplined, have healthy food, have healthy water, and all the best. Keep going. See you in the next class.